He ain't got his mic on.
Welcome.
And good evening.
Hello.
And it's not hump day. It is Friday.
Friday. Yeah, I got my red hat on. I still got my sweater on or my sweatshirt because it's cold. I might end up turning my heater on.
Dude, look, last night with the wind blowing, I saw a turtle walking across the yard with a heater on his back. He got almost zero last night.
This wall, and they went and tested it and said that, oh, there's no leaks there. It's good. There's good insulation there. I'm gonna call him up and tell him come over here and sit down in his chair for a while and tell me it's fine, because there's a cold breeze that comes up my back and my back starts freezing. And you know when you get that cold breeze on your back and you start shivering.
Yeah. Well, me and you about in the same spot, because to my right it ain't even 8 inches. There's an outside wall, and where my feet is, there is a window with a cable running through it. So yeah, it's cold here too.
We got the
Yeah, but it ain't helping.
And you notice Eric's keeping his mouth shut.
No, my heat's on right now. Honest to God, just north of me, it was 25 degrees last night.
Ooh.
In Florida?
Yes.
Good Lord.
And
Jeff, you have to remember, Florida's closed.
Yeah. And that's why I got a crooked ear, is because it got frostbite in Florida.
That's right.
Look.
At the time, I wasn't feeling a thing. I was walking with two older girls, and I was barefoot. I was barefoot and didn't have a shirt on, and they had coats on, and we're walking. I don't remember where we were going, but we were going somewhere, and I remember by the time we got in a place, my ears were sitting there like they were on fire. It was so hot. And then this ear bubbled up real bad, and I had to go to the hospital, and they said, you got frostbite. And they said, anywhere else hurt? And I said, yeah, my pinky toes.
I thought you were going to say something else.
I'm not going there.
No comment. My pinky toes. For some reason, my ears and my pinky toes didn't like the cold.
Well, shirtless and shoeless, right?
Huh?
Shirtless and shoeless, right?
Yeah.
Well,
the body part, my upper body was fine and everything. Well, I was cold, you know.
Well,
Just be quiet.
I better not say nothing. Dixie's sitting beside of me here.
Nice.
I was.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yep.
It says scheduled up there.
It's always said scheduled up there.
No, it's
saying schedule up
Live
here,
on your,
but
you're
on
live on your
TV,
phone.
we're live.
there's no way to shut it off.
Why
It says my button up here says go live.
I'm
Well,
watching you on TV right now.
Are you? Okay.
yeah, you're live on my laptop and live on my phone.
That's weird. I don't know how to shut this off then. I mean, when time comes, you know. That's weird.
Hmm. When does the night start, Prepper? He's such a
Share screen.
maybe. Does he see us?
Oh, they got it to where you can't show your screen now. Interesting. Let me do my window then. Oh, they got that locked too. What the heck?
Well, I know on your phone app here, I cannot see your left eye, left side of your face.
Okay. You see up here in this corner, it tells me to go live, and it tells me it's showtime.
Wait a minute. Up here.
Right here.
Okay.
It's telling me to go live. I'm not going to touch it because evidently it's working, but that is weird.
Now they're saying you're dark.
I'm dark. Well, it could be from the
And
dark.
Can you see that?
B said we just paused. Something's going
Can
on.
you see that? Can you see you now?
You're live on
You are-
Bushcraft Family, but you guys are all vertical. Hmm.
I don't know. Let me.
I told you we was live. Don't touch nothing.
Oh, I'm not. It's just weird. I'm going to check real quick.
What happened to my chat? Nothing.
You moved your
Yeah, it's working on both. We're vertical and horizontal. So
Hold on, never mind. I know what happened. I had to enlarge my screen so I could see what you was talking about.
Dixie, you got a cast iron pan near you?
She got a bunch of them.
This is yonder.
A number
Yeah.
four. A number 4 would be appropriate.
there's a thing now that we're vertical and horizontal. There's 2 lives going on at the same time. So if you prefer vertical, you go on that one. If you prefer horizontal, you go on that one.
That's right.
And it's just because the majority of people watch on the cell phone. So I figured it'd be easier, except I have to stay in the middle over here. So if not, then you only see half my face.
Some people wish they could see half my face.
Or this one right here. Oh,
Man.
that actually works good for the vertical people.
I made some of the best apple butter I've ever made the other night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Out of 8 pints, I got 1 left.
I saw that in chat the other day or the other night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Grace is saying, hello, Dixie.
Hey.
So, but no, I gave both of my grandyoungins one, next door neighbor one. It was somebody else. And we ate the rest. Robert, don't start nothing. It won't be nothing.
What I wanted to go over today, just a little bit, and then we can get into whatever. But and again, I don't know. Like I was telling Jeff, I don't know if it's Trump's people trying to, diss Biden's people for his work or whatnot that he did or lack of. But I don't know the department, but they say 100% of the software being used to run our grid has malware. 100%.
Nice.
That means all of it, So there's somebody out there that has control over our grid right now. And like me and Jeff were talking, he says, well, why don't they just shut it off then? And I told him, well, if they shut it off, they lose money because America is the money maker. And if you cut the power, there's no money coming from the United States anymore. And with that being said, who benefits the most from the United States? It's China. So that pretty much tells me who has their finger on the button, so to speak. And again, could be wrong. It could just be, Republicans dissing on Democrats or vice versa or something in there. But it just goes to show you that at any moment it could be lights out. And
literally.
Yeah. And there's other reports, and I've said this before, that if our grid goes down, total blackout, the whole shebang, that 90% of the population would be gone in 30 days. Well, they have now since upped it to 2 months. I don't know what the reasoning is on that, but they actually listed the reasonings behind the most deaths and how it would go. And some of this I do believe, but they left things out. Okay, the very first thing that people will die from is water and sanitation, which makes sense. You don't have water in 3 days, you're pretty much toast. And then there's food. People start starving to death. And then they said healthcare. Now, this next one, I don't know. Communication. That's a given, but I don't see people, dying because of that. Although if they tie communication into, the population that deletes themselves because their cell phone doesn't work anymore, would that be considered that? I don't know. That's a good question. The next one on the list is heating and cooling. Depending on what time of the year everything gets shut down. If it's a wintertime, people will freeze. If it's summertime, people without them ACs anymore can't cope. And then our last one is social order or economy, civil unrest, the looting, the violence, and that stuff is the last thing people perish from, which I think that's higher up to me, because in 3 or 4 days, you don't have a Big Mac, there are going to be some nasty people out there.
Or some chocolate.
Yeah.
But it's something, I'll go back again and say, like we said time and time again, do not keep it all in one place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, well, just hide it, make you a cache, or buy one or whatever, and keep stuff in it. You know, and
Yeah.
so I'm gonna need you to help me out on this bushcraft. But there's something else that, to my knowledge, has not been talked about, and that's storing meat. You know, what is it? What's it called? Where you cure it. Cure
yeah.
your meat, you know, go buy you some ham or whatever, cure it. That way you don't have to refrigerate it. You can hang it up like the good old days, you know, back then. You know, just go down there and slice you off what you need, you know,
Yeah.
like that. I mean, you can't do sausage like it, but you can do bacon, you can do ham, you can do, I don't know if you can do beef or not.
Yeah, they make beef bacon.
No, I'm talking about curing beef.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the same, you know, how you make bacon and stuff, you cure it. Well, there's multiple ways to do it, but you can cure it.
I'm gonna
Like
have to
the
talk about that. Hello, Prepping 101. But wait a minute, hold on. 101, you up in here? I thought for sure you'd be. Yeah, never mind. But
yeah, and they give reasons why, and I'm not trying to freak people out or anything, but it's been predicted that it's this year that, and I don't know how long it would be or anything. They don't know, and I'm sure they don't know it will or won't happen, but they give reasons why, and it's listed in, you know, number 1, 2, 3, and 4, how it would happen. Number 1 is cyber attacks. That's the one that they think is closest to what had happened. The next one is EMP, and the EMP could be, you know, from the sun. What do they call that? Oh, I forget the word.
CME.
Grace prop, huh?
CME, coronal
Yes.
mass ejection.
Yeah.
going to hit us sometime this week.
Well, I think it was 2012 where it just missed us by days, you know, rotation.
Right.
They said if it would have hit us, we would still be without power.
Really?
It was a world, you know, it would have went through the whole world. And it was, I think 2 to 3 days it missed us. So if you know, we were behind 2 days or something in the orbit or whatever, it would have got us.
Well,
the next one is extreme weather, which I don't know. That'd be a heck of a storm. But the very last one is equipment failure and a cascading failure. And at the power plants or the power stations, I think they are, the equipment. Where do we get that equipment from? Where is it made from? Where are the transformers made from?
Probably China.
Yeah,
Yep.
the red country.
And some of those have, they hook up to our systems, the computer systems. Not saying that's where, the malware has come from, but makes you wonder why something so important is being produced and we're using it without a second thought. That's running our grid right now.
I sit here and I've thought about this time and time again. I don't think it's going to be a CME like that because they got to stay in contact with one another to do, let's say, attacks and so forth like that. And if they ain't got no communication, they don't know what's what. So I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not saying it will or won't. I'm just saying my opinion.
Yeah. Well, if you watch and look how many times there are really bad ones, that how close we come to them.
Right.
I'm surprised we haven't been hit more, and we still get hit, but it affects. Sometimes it affects people. Sometimes it affects our satellites and stuff. I don't know. I think it's right. The first one on the list is cyber, and then EMP, which EMP could be man-made or it could be, from the sun. Because they put them both in the same category.
Well, like I said, without communication, without, let's say, your own country trying to figure out where everybody's at, I don't think they're going to do that on purpose.
Well, CME is not on purpose. You ain't got much choice in the matter.
Right, but the EMP is.
Yeah.
Like that. Yes, I'm sitting over here prepping, okay? You just do your book.
Don't be quiet.
But and I was real big. To begin with, I was the one saying, I think that's what they're going to do. But calmed down and got to where I could think and everything. EMP, no, I can't see it. Not purposely.
Well, I think it would happen if we actually went in and it was a retaliation thing. I don't think it would be out of the blue. If it was, like somebody, it would be somebody from the Middle East, and it wouldn't be clear across the board. it would be one city.
Well, you think about this right here, and we've said this time or two. If it was not for us elderly people, or should I say old people, this country wouldn't be here now because we are the ones with all the knowledge. Come on, think about it. We came along before they started eating iPods and, you know, like it.
Tide Pods.
Yeah, that's it. iPods.
Yeah, iPods are the things they stick in their ears.
But
I think they're earpods. I don't know. They're iPods, aren't they? I don't know what they are.
See, my oldness is gone down to you now, and it's trickling down to Eric.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
But
this is how mine are. They still have wires on mine.
hey, look, hold on. Let me get my camera. Come on, man, get right. This is mine. See?
Yeah, you plug that into your cell phone?
I can't now. They got the dead burn cell phone fixed where you can't plug nothing into it no more.
Well, I have no idea where my cell phone is, so I have a jack in my cell phone now.
Now, my old phone has got a jack in it, but my new one don't.
Yeah, you got to do the Bluetooth thing.
101 says earpods.
Yeah, but the iPhone version is iPods, right?
Blu-ray.
Oh, they're AirPods. AirPods.
Yeah. Earpods. Earbuds.
No, not earpods. AirPods.
AIR.
Yeah.
Look, all of us is mixed up. Even 101 said ear. EAR pods.
What
You the only one that said
I don't have an iPhone, so I don't know.
And come on. A person without an iPhone is the one who come up with the correct name.
Yeah. AirPods.
Oh, look, now he's trying to backtrack earpods.
I do have some of those around here somewhere. I'm trying to find them, but every time I go to use them, they're dead. Or it takes me 15 minutes to figure out how to get to pair with my phone.
Look, I'm so old, I still can't even pair my phone with the other phone. I have to take it to Verizon so they can do it.
Well, just as long as you're wearing a pair of pants, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm not even wearing pants.
I don't know where they're at.
And pair your socks the right way too, Jeff.
Look, I don't care if I got a mixed match or not. I got another pair just like them in yonder.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. I wear flip-flops in 20-degree weather, so it don't matter to me.
Dude, you'll never catch me wearing flip-flops.
Yeah.
I don't wear shoes or I wear tennis shoes.
Life with Bobby, that's it. Right there. I'm old school. But think about this right here. If the grid goes down, everything goes kaplooey. We get put back in the dark age. Who's going to teach these young people what to do and how to do things?
They
don't even know how to boil water.
They can't be taught now. That's
Yeah.
You know.
That's because they got their eyes and everything and their fingers on the dead burned phones.
Okay, agreed. But
well,
in a situation where they have to learn for themselves, then that
would eliminate a whole bunch of people.
Well, back when I was a teenager, I knew everything until I didn't, and then I asked, and then I learned.
Right.
But they don't ask no more.
They don't have to. They look it up on Google. It's called Google.
Yep. and 90% of the first 5 things on Google is done by AI, and it's not smart enough to know that men can't have babies.
No,
I'm not.
If you do the Google thing, can men have babies?
Huh.
If AI can't figure that out, I'm not trusting their AI at all. That's it.
That would be the only good thing the grid going down would be. Some more AI.
Well, some AI, I don't. We've been using AI for 50 years, but it's just so upfront and easy now that everybody's using it, and people are using the AI that doesn't know where it's getting the information from, so you don't know if it's true or not.
It's a young person programming it. But they got, never mind. No, I ain't even going there with that subject. I do not have, or I have not downloaded AI Google on none of my stuff. You know,
you're already using it.
Well, I may be using it, but I'm not downloaded it.
Oh, it's already on your phone. It's in your computer. It's running this StreamYard right now.
See, that goes to show you how elect I am in this stuff.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Like AI is basically an algorithm that it gets its information. It usually has to get its information from somewhere. Now, Google had been for, I think, since the early 2000s, had been running its own AI. It was closed off and everything, and they would bring information into it, and it would learn every second. It would learn and to improve itself, and it kept on going. And they just let it do its thing, and then they let it out with this Gemini, I think it's called now.
Okay.
And there's supposed to be safeguards, but if you program something to learn how to improve itself, how is it not learning how to get past the safeguards to improve itself? You remember programming a VCR back in the day? You know, after you had to push the button 20 times to get to 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that clock is technically AI, because there's in the small little chips that are in there. It's part of AI. its own AI. And that's the gist of it. Is there's a lot of AI out there that people use all the time, but it depends where the AI gets its information from. Like from a VCR, it gets its information from that little chip that's telling it to run this program, to hit this button, and it goes to that the heads of the VCR to program it to record on a certain time. That's AI. But again, like nowadays, there's AI that goes out into the internet and gets information, and it doesn't know if that information is true or not. Now, there are some AIs that will fact check, but the AI that determines if a subject is fact or fake, how do we know that AI, where it's getting its information from?
Okay.
It's like a big rabbit hole. And there's a lot of people out there making this AI music and stuff. And there's videos that they'll tell, make a video of Trump saying this. And you can it almost catches you off guard until you look at it very closely. And then you can see, oh, wait, Trump has 6 fingers. That might be AI. Or his eyes are not moving, he's looking in one direction or something like that.
Or they don't have a tongue when they talk.
Yeah.
Sharon says she uses a camping can every day. Okay. I got a P52, 2 of the old school can openers. One of them needs to go in the trash. And I'm going to tell you something. With that can opener, I wish I could set my drill up with that thing.
Oh, it's bad when you twist that thing and then a little where it's supposed to clamp down and grip.
Yeah,
it is all smoothed out, and you crank that thing trying to get it turned, and it doesn't have no grip.
I know turning that can opener. Ours went down a couple of weeks ago, and I brought it down and bought one. But my hand stayed sore for 3 days using that thing. That manual can opener.
One of the things that irritates me most is the electric can openers. When they start going bad, I've thrown a can opener or 2 against the wall a few times.
That's about like telephones back in the good old days. People calling you at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You got to get up at 5. They know what they're doing. I've had to buy many phones back in the day. That's the ones with a 10-foot cord on it.
But trying to go back to the subject, if the power did go off, you know, of course you wouldn't see YouTube up here anymore. You wouldn't know your friends online or anything, how they're doing or anything like that. How many people would make it the 2 months? And that's the new study. I really don't think I would. I hate to say it, but I think there would probably be at least 1 million in the first week gone. And the thing is that they don't in this list. Now they did say sanitation, but from what they got, they said water and sanitation. Now, say there's 1 million people in the whole United States that delete themselves. There's no undertakers or anything like that. There's maybe a few people will bury their loved ones or something like that, but a week after 1 million people are, laying on the side of the roads or wherever, it's going to be bad.
They ought to have disease up in within the first 5, because that many people, it's going to be out in the streets and everything. There's going to be disease going.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing is, where these people decide to end things, or they just run out of water and they die somewhere.
Hello, chicken noodle girl.
Where the water runs down, people will drink water not thinking where it comes from.
Yeah.
Upstream, or in a next to a curb or whatever. When somebody's like 3 days in and don't have water, we have these shows on right now that people that don't drink water in 24 hours or something, they freak out and drink their urine, which is one of the worst things you can do, because it's not water.
Exactly. It's waste.
Imagine the people who go 2 days without water. What would they drink? Muddy water, water from icky streams and stuff, not knowing what's upstream. And I've mentioned this before, Oregon Trail. It was a true thing. Dysentery. People died from it. The majority of the deaths were dysentery going to Oregon, because the people, ran out of water and they drank anything. So I know that the first one needs to be there because it's water. You got 3 days. But what I'm getting at is, I don't even think a week in there's going to be 1 million people gone. And with nobody disposing of that, there's going to be more people dying from that, be it whatever, flies or, the smell. That's the thing that I never see anybody talking about, is the dead, all over the place. As the weeks get longer, you're going to see more and more of that.
True. Who knows?
Look at Katrina. They say a good percentage of the people didn't die from drowning or starving or anything like that. It was from the water, from dead bodies.
Dump your garbage downwind. Dig a hole and bury it.
Oh, yeah.
No smell, no contamination. I mean, look at outhouses back in the day.
6 feet.
Yeah.
39.
And it sounds horrible to think about, you know, going out, going to a water hole and then seeing your neighbor or, you know, whoever up and down the road. You know, that's gotta be really hard. And that's just 1%. That's just a fraction of what you would have to deal with. And I'm not saying this is going to happen. This is, you know, it could be a political thing that one side is drumming up to make things sound bad. And another thing could be just, you know, get your mind off of what's going on up in the north area with icy stuff.
Y'all fix to get here again. Well, during the summertime, dig you a hole big enough and deep enough it'll last you through winter, and as you throw your garbage in there, throw dirt back over it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cover it completely up. You know, family of 2, the hole wouldn't be as deep as it would be if you had a family of 5 or more. You know. So let's face it, everybody got to go.
Oh, yeah. Eventually.
Yeah. But like I said, you know, earlier, learn how to do your meat stuff. Don't put everything in one spot. You know, go up underneath floorboards or find a place underneath your house, dig a hole, cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's what I've got 6 5-gallon buckets buried in certain locations that only me and my kids know where they're at. And I bet you I could call up one of my kids and tell them, hey, do you know, I'll pick north. Do you know where the survival cache is in the north? They'll say, yeah, you have to go this way. And then, oh, yeah, it's by that one tree. And they'll know where it's at. Mm-hmm. Now, the stuff that's in there is like rice and beans and water and, you know, just odd and end things that would get you for a few days until you, like, for whatever reason, if I couldn't get out with a bug out bag or any food or anything like that, I know where there's things around where I can go dig it up.
Yep.
And none of them are on my property.
Well, Well, I kind of look at it like this, and this is my own fault, okay? But if you are burying caches around, I think number one is your first one, you're gonna need a pew and some rounds to go with it, you know, along with water and a couple of MREs, just enough to get you to the next one. You know, each one just have enough to get you to the next one until you get to where your final destination is going to be.
Well, that's the thing. You don't have one, you have
Exactly.
multiple. Because my thought was, well, what if we can't go north? Well, let's see what we can find. And we scouted these places out and everything, and found, oh, this would be a good place. You know, that's east. Well, what if we can't go east and we can't go north? Well, let's go south. You know, and then we had one for each direction. And what I mean is, in each direction is a somewhat of a meeting place or a staging place where we would wait. From there, we would go to another place. And it's weird how I kind of planned those places out to where I knew how long it would take us to walk through certain areas, because you just don't la da 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 da. You know,
No.
you
Stay
travel at night very quietly.
And stay off the main road.
Yeah.
Grace, I've already got 2 or 3 of them like that. I'm a step ahead of you on that one.
Well, you want to make sure you burn out the
Inside of it.
rubber seal, because all cans have rubber seals in them now because it's the law. And I've seen people throw a can up on a thing and cook in it, and I'm like, oh,
Mistake.
yeah.
Now, what I done is I fixed mine up to where I could take a tea candle and put it in there. And let's say, like your pot that you got, you know, pour my food in that. It may
Yeah.
take a little bit longer, but you know, it's not going to get what you call hot. It's going to blister your mouth, but it'll warm you up.
Yeah. One thing you can do is you get the bottom of cans, like, let me find the camera right there, the bottom of the can. And you get another one and you place them inside each other. And this one, you would drill holes all the way around it. And then you drill a hole here and put a screw in it to where you could fill it up. And you put alcohol in there and just light it up. And that's your stove.
The best thing to do is I've done one like that. Take you something like a finishing nail or something like that, something real small, you know, and
5/16 drill bit.
yeah, I'd go a little bit smaller than that if I could, you know.
That's
anyway,
a perfect size.
5/16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for rubbing alcohol.
Well, now, what percentage does that rubbing alcohol have to be to work?
Well, it can work at any. It depends. The higher it is, the hotter it gets.
Okay.
Yeah. But like you can get stuff from Walmart or wherever, and that'll work fine.
Yeah.
The fun part is getting a container that will hold it for a long period of time without it evaporating.
That's true.
Well, see, I hate to say it, but everybody's saying what they use to use it. You should already have it already made.
Exactly.
Like I did a video on that little bitty stove thing I got. I've got that. I've got those little things that you put under the warm up your food and stuff. I don't know what they're called, but you unscrew the top and you just light it up and it.
Little sterno can.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I've got that. I've got the alcohol thing. And
now, I don't have the sterno.
I think everybody, it's good to have one thing. You know, I've got the, like me and Eric was talking on the podcast about the kerosene.
Yeah.
And Eric brought up that he converted his over to where he can use gasoline.
Yeah.
See, that's thinking ahead, not thinking of ways you can make it after the fact. You should have all that, because it's all it is a can. You can grab a couple cans and have an arts and craft one day and make one and put it up somewhere or put it in your bug out bag. You'll always have it.
True. But you need to keep a bug out, get home bag, whatever you want to call it. You need one in each one of your cars. If there's two people in your family, you fix it for two people, like that.
Well, we had one for everyone in the family. So everybody had their bug out. Now everybody didn't carry a bunch of, survival stuff. Some people carried their clothing and shoes and a coat and blanket and stuff like that. And like the older boys would carry the blunt of stuff.
Right.
And I would carry protections.
Yeah.
Even though the two oldest boys and the oldest daughter knew how to use,
Yeah.
I would still carry. Well, I still do, but and well, you guys down there, have you noticed more people carrying nowadays?
I haven't seen one an open carry since that law passed, and I'm out every day. Every day. I don't agree with the law, but I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase that. I believe you should conceal. And point being, it's just you're putting
It's more protection.
When some guy could be all juiced up and say, "Hey, let's go start trouble. Let's see if he knows how to use his thing strapped to it." And I'm not. And that's the last resort for me, anyway.
Eric, I think me and you both agree on that ordeal right there.
And then there's some guys that are they'll get their permit and then they think they're godlike and they walk around like they're some kind of mall cop and Those are the guys that get in trouble.
Right.
I just can't. I don't roll.
I seen somebody the other day have, and I don't know what they're called, vest ones or whatever, where you take it out this way.
Shoulder holster.
Show that again, Bush.
Well, here, let me switch the camera so you can see it.
Cross draw from under your armpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shoulder. That's the way.
And then the other side had
magazines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Normally too.
I don't know. I didn't try to make too much of an eye contact because you don't know what kind of person it is. But that's, and to me, you have all the right to carry like that or whatever. But to me, that's asking for trouble from
wrong people.
The wrong people, yeah. And there's different types of wrong people. There are people that are like, those things kill people,
Right. Well, yeah. But when it comes down to it, who they gonna call? They gonna call people that carry them.
Yeah, but it's the element of surprise that always wins.
Yeah.
Always.
And then I seen it, and that's probably the reason I don't carry mine as much as I should, because I want to get me a smaller one that I can just pop in my pocket. Because
I got one picked out for you.
The fact that the 1911 sticks out.
Oh yeah, that's a full size.
Yeah,
5-inch.
but I would rather have that thing than the little thing.
I'm not worried. I'll put it like that. But just be careful of what type you get, because darn good and well, if you see it on the advertisement, they're gonna make it look extremely good.
Oh yeah. That's I do research on top of research, and there's 100 people on the internet that will tell you that, oh, it works really good, and then there's another 50 people. I pay attention to the people,
Right?
How they use it, and how their safety measures are. If they're going, act like they're in the cowboy days or something. I don't pay attention to them too much.
Yeah. Well, now let me say this right here. I've been talking real bad about one. Okay, I'm not going to give the name brand, nothing like that. And been talking bad about it for about a year, give or take. And then I seen Hitchcock 45 do a review on it. And he even said it's a piece of junk. But I don't move on.
I see his video today he was talking about one was a Glock and one was a Taurus.
Yeah.
And he was saying that and he says, I make sure I use the heck out of it before I would trust it, because you're trusting your life and your family's life on a cheap piece. And he didn't have any issues with it. But then again, it says it doesn't make any difference what I say. It's what you feel.
You got to like it too. It's got to fit.
Yeah.
You got to fit your hand right. Sight radius has to be right.
Yeah, he has big hands, so you can see the bottom of it was sitting right here. That's not comfortable. To me, that's not comfortable.
Now, the only thing it's just what I've come across, okay? Just about everyone that Taurus has come out, that's a cylinder, the wheel I've liked. There's a couple of the automatics I wouldn't give you 2 plug nickels for. But
and then another thing, it's who manufactured it too.
The Taurus?
No, that's the name. They have different places where they're manufactured.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's like
AKs.
Rockwell. Is it Rockwell?
Yeah.
Rossi.
Yeah. There's different places where they're manufactured, and I did research on it. Some places, some are better than others, and like Taurus, I looked into a lot of those. A lot of them have the CR2 or whatever it is, has a
I'll
what
be
do they
back
call
in a
it?
minute.
A dead trigger or something like that, where there's a dead, when you're pulling it back, there's I forget what it's called.
You mean a double where there's a pickup first and then?
Yeah, and there's like a.
It's like a golf trigger.
In between when it's about ready to hit, there's like a dead to where there's a lot of play in there or something, and that's the bad thing about the 2s. I've seen a lot of that.
G3 Gen 2s.
Yeah, and the C3 is they fixed it, but
they're pretty.
A lot of people were not happy with the way it sets in your hand. The C3.
Yeah, but again, you're talking about under $300 toy.
Yeah.
You want it to fit your hand like a Kimber, but you're only paying $290. It don't work that way. So
yeah.
But their CC has come a long way. They are.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Their little wheel guns.
Yeah.
The
Judge
6-shot. No, the 856 now comes in a 6-round configuration, and that fits right in your front pocket real nice with a pocket, sleeve holster, and very reliable. Very, very reliable. It's almost like they used the same tooling that S&W used for their J-frame. I mean, it's like if you lay them on top of each other, it's like a match. But again, you can pay out the butt and get a dud.
Yeah.
It's you're paying more for name brand for big name. But see, I'm not a Glock person. I'm not a Glock fan. Never have been.
I never liked that gun.
I'm not saying they're not good. They're popular. They sell well. They seem to be reliable, and then sometimes you'll get a batch that just forget it. So I'm more.
I heard there's a dirty gun too.
Well, I guess it could be, depending upon what type of pills you're spitting at.
Yeah.
I like CZ the best. But I wouldn't have a problem.
I just never liked the feel of it or how it, I'm not saying I've fired a whole slew of them, but the one I did, the 2, I just didn't like. And I picked up a 1911. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
And
again, that you're comparing an all metal body to a metal slide and a polymer frame on the Taurus. So it's it's not apples to apples, but there's good polymer frames out there.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think I would put one in the ground though.
No.
That would be, well, some people do. That would be wanted by me.
I think I would have, if I did, it would be a revolver.
Yeah.
A well greased one.
Right.
But yeah, if I would, if we had to leave, like in a hurry or something, that thing is so close. It's like, you know how people have their cell phones on a pillow type thing, but that's not where I keep mine. So, but it's that close. That's almost instant thing. Hearing something or, cameras going off. It's there,
Right.
And it sucks. You have to think that way nowadays, but you want your family to be safe,
right,
so to speak. Because even in this little town here, had 138. What do they call them nowadays? Where they just run in and break the door down, grab stuff, and go out.
Smash and grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or home thingies.
Home invasions.
Well, I wasn't going to say. Yeah. I don't know half the time what to say or not what to say.
Well, they say that on the news, so
yeah. But that has gone up in the last 3 years. That's the average in the last 3 in this little town.
Right. I was going to say not in this state.
Oh,
you're gonna end up looking like a piece of Swiss cheese. You do that down here.
Yeah, wasn't it your sheriff or the governor who told everybody to arm themselves?
Yeah, that was Grady Judd.
No, he didn't say arm yourself. It just says.
He said just delete the person. Do us a favor.
Yeah.
He said.
Well, I was trying to be nice.
He says there's too many people. We can't get there on time. Do what you need to do.
I was in a Discord, and I wasn't saying anything because I knew I was not the person to go with the conversation. But they were talking about that guy in California or Florida, telling people who live there to get rid of people that way. If they're trying to break into your place.
Well, sure.
It's just horrible. Why would you tell people that? And I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. So the guy, you got to be able to make split decision. Someone's kicking your door down. He's either high on meth or drunk or just a nut job. And he doesn't care how many kids you got or where you work, or he's out for doing some bad things. So
now what they need to do is play 2 scenarios. One was somebody that has a can defend themselves, and be it through the peephole or whatever, ends it right there. or the other one that opens the door and says, "Excuse me, sir, what do you need?"
Yeah, right.
Which will end better? I should say, which will end better for the homeowner.
Yeah. Hey, Ziggs.
I ain't gonna say nothing, cause I would get in trouble.
Hey, Ziggy.
Hello.
Well, it can happen, Jeff. You know, it can happen.
But yeah.
I ran an errand today and I forgot my friend because I was in such a rush. And I'm like, what? And I normally would turn around and go home, but I didn't because I knew I'd only be out for 5 minutes. But then when I went back out again, I made sure that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I would turn around and come back home is if I left my driver's license at the house. Because
Well, you'd have to do that anyway if you're driving a car without a license, right?
Yeah, technically you get a ticket for it.
Well, I have been known to forget my wallet at home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've done that.
Yeah. But with my wallet, I got a slip of paper in there that if I don't have,
yeah,
big time.
I don't have to have that paper.
I just renewed mine this year. $75 to renew that.
Well, they said I could get that or a card. But I'm like, what's the point? Well, there is advantages of it. I forget what it was, but and that's the thing. If you didn't have to, would you?
Are you talking about a CCW?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now look at it like this. Here,
I would get it anyway.
We've had open carry since I was about 16, if not longer. Okay. The concealed just come out, I'm going to say probably within the last 10, 15 years. Give it that. But it got to the point of where I was walking around concealed, had no license. And a friend of mine told me what would happen if I got caught. So I spent about $200 and I got mine. And going through that class and everything, I'll tell you like this, there's a bunch of stuff that I learned that cops will not tell you.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to go through that class. Yeah, I hear it. That rooster town.
I mean, it's been years, but I enjoyed that class.
Yeah.
And it was a former military person. I'll put it that way.
Well, the one who taught my
that does it here.
The
or
one
did
who
it
taught
here.
my class was he was an officer of the law, but I can't remember if he was highway patrol or what he was. But no.
The good thing about having a CCW is if you go into a store and you're looking to buy a toy, at least that's the way it is here, you leave with what you want that right then and there with that day. There's no 3-day waiting period.
Same here, Eric.
Right. So that's another advantage of having that.
Well,
I can tell you 2 different advantages, which is good for the carrier. But I don't want to say it up on here because it's a possibility I could get into a lot of trouble. save it. You know, like that.
Well, like if I go down to Roll King and I see something I want, it takes 30 minutes.
Right.
No matter if I have it or I have a card or not.
Really?
Is that with the ones that are long or the ones that fit on your waist?
Either or.
Either or. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's a state to state thing.
Yeah. And well, it is. It usually is. But now before there was that's one of the advantages of having it was you did have to wait 3 days. But since they passed it or got rid of it, the concealed carry thing.
Right.
Now you just go down. Because the one I got was right there at the store, and the other time I ordered it online and just picked it up.
Now here in North Carolina,
which was interesting.
Yeah.
They passed a law that you do not have to go to the sheriff's department and buy a permit to buy a handgun. You can just go straight to the store, you know.
Yeah.
But there is a waiting period. I think our waiting period is like 5 to 7 days, something like that, to where it used to be 3 days.
Yeah, ours is business day.
Right.
That was the thing. That's the thing that I wanted to. The advantage of it was I was trying to remember it. Is if I'm going to travel, if I have that card, depending on states, states are different, but
you
majority of states
need a reciprocity guide that'll show you what state honors your.
Yeah, but they said that if you have one, it goes a long way if you get pulled over or whatnot.
Now, I may be wrong on this. Lester I think, can back me up on this. Virginia does not recognize North Carolina in that sense right there.
You can just Google it, and they'll tell you.
Okay.
But like it says, especially when traveling to states with, I don't even know if you can say that. What you already said it though. Even in constitutional carry states, a permit signifies you've passed training and background checks,
Right.
and potentially it deters criminals from that. So that's the benefit from it. Like if you was to go to another state or traveling through another state and get pulled over, and you show them your card.
Well, now here, from what I've understood, if you get pulled over, the first words comes out of your mouth is, "You are armed and you have your permit." Because if you wait something like 5 or 10 seconds, they can get you on that.
Well, that's
here they can't. You don't.
That's the
no right to identify.
There's the thing with and you should say, especially if there's two cops, because there's going to be one on the side, and if you go to reach for it and say, "Hey, I have this," you're already gone. You can already be gone by the guy over on that side. You stick both hands out and say, "Hey,
put me in gloves. You take it out of my pocket."
Well,
I mean, it's just
then you run a risk of the damn thing going off when you got someone else going down and into it.
Like that woman.
Pocket ulcer. And again, just for, you know, this is all opinion based. Do your own research. Whatever state you're in,
Yeah, the state you're
look up the
in.
law, look up your own laws for your own municipalities. This is just the discussion. So don't take it as or legal advice either.
One of the easiest ways is go to the sheriff department or police department and ask them, if I got pulled over carrying this, or don't walk in and have carrying it, but explain to them, if I was carrying and I got pulled over, what is the best way for me and you to not have issues? You know, do I stick my hands out? Do I go like this, or, you know?
Stick your hands out.
I would just.
Well, now here, just as, before they pull you, they're gonna run your plates, and when your name comes back to them, the dispatch is gonna tell them, you know, it may not be in his words, but they'll know that you got a permit or not.
Okay, Jeff, do you have to tell them?
Yeah, you still.
So if you don't, if they know that you're carrying and you don't tell them, then they can arrest you for not telling them.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
In his state.
Yeah, in his state.
Yeah.
You got
My state's is totally different. You don't have to say a dang thing.
Right.
But it's like this right here. I prefer to be safe and sorry.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm in Indiana or wherever and I get pulled, that's going to be the first words that come out of my mouth. You know,
be careful how you say it, though.
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah.
Well, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah.
Oh, and you have to tell them if it's chamber loaded or not.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's a law in some states. You can't have it chambered in some states.
Right.
Some states you can't even. Well, I'm not going to get into different laws and stuff.
Right.
You cannot have ammunition in. It cannot be loaded. Period.
Yeah, you're going to have one in one end of the car and one in the other end of the car or something like that.
And it better be locked up.
Yeah, and again, in different states.
Right.
Now, when I lived in Jersey, oh man. My pop got me, a 22 Plinker when I forget how old I was. I was just a kid. But when I bought my first handheld toy, so to speak, they're even worse now. They're one of the worst states as far as red tape. You had to go down to the local police station. You needed 3 references. And then the chief of police had to sign off on the purchase. And then you would take the document to the dealer where you were making the purchase and show them that. And then that was that. But I was okay because I knew the judge. My mother actually worked for him. So he was one of my witnesses or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
The 3 that you need. I knew the chief. My uncle used to be the chief there, great uncle. So we were all first name basis, and he'd sign, and then he'd sign, and then he'd sign. He's, oh, you got the judge to sign too. And then I could go and
that's the way it was here.
Yeah. And I went back to the same people every time I wanted to buy something else again. That was it. Do it up.
Now, I think Trump is trying to fix it to where if you've got concealed permit in one state, it's going to be good for all states.
They've been trying to get
it's been on the books a long time
for years.
Okay.
Yeah, both ways.
They're not going to get it in blue states, though.
Yeah, they've been trying to do it both ways.
Well,
Right.
now, a president signs that into law, it still shouldn't matter if it's blue or red state.
Well, it has to go through. It's just not him. It has
Well,
to go.
yeah, the law's got to
Congress.
go through both houses of Congress, and then he's got to
Yeah.
sign.
Well, right now, you really don't have to worry about both houses.
Eh,
I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
yep. This
If
last thing, we had some flip.
Did
Mhm.
they?
Yep.
Oh, the rhinos are very abundant.
Yep.
Now, y'all got to remember, I've not been keeping up with the news like I was a while back ago.
I try not to, but
Yeah,
you know, you hear stuff. I'll put because the cats like to hear something talking and stuff when we're not here, so I'll put the TV on and I'll put the news on.
You
By
like
the time we
I
get
am.
home, they're all passed out on the bed.
You like I am. You got to have noise in the house. TV going, radio going. You got to have something going.
But yeah, I heard about not siding with Trump about the food benefits for the unruly state up there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's the beginning of things right there, and it's going to start trickling down. It's
Sure, they're going to find
it's
it.
the far north again, and it's going to start trickling down. We're going to start seeing that same thing in multiple states. It already is, but you're going to see it more.
And that's why I get all pissed off about these people in power, because they got their hand in the back pocket of a lot of other people and a lot of,
That's how they make
institutions.
money.
And
Yeah.
they're turning a blind eye, and you got the American taxpayer that's putting out, I'm going to say more than billions, I'm going to say trillions over the years. So we got this deficit because both parties keep kicking the can down the road. There's no balanced budget amendment like Newt did back in 84 with Reagan. No, he did it with Clinton. It's the one thing I can say about Clinton is he, in his last term, he moved to the middle to get things done. He didn't stay left.
Yeah,
and that's good. But the amount of and the fraud in California, forget it. You guys have no idea. I didn't have any idea until, it's just.
Oh yeah.
It's and then I see homeless veterans out on the street, and it drives me nuts, because then I come home to my father, who's not a homeless veteran, and these people are sending the money back to these countries that are just so. It just shows you how corrupt Washington is. I don't care what party you're affiliated with; they're all corrupt, all of them. Money hungry, all of them. They shouldn't be allowed to trade. Those congressmen and senators, they should not be allowed anywhere near the stock market.
Well, both sides work together to basically blackmail.
Oh, sure.
To get more money.
Shell game. Yep.
They work both together. They seem like they're at each other, but secretly, there are some that behind the screen, if we do this, we act like we hate each other, and we'll drive these people into, wanting more money, and that's how it's going.
Yep.
Yeah. They sit there eating steak together.
Exactly. They drink from the same trough, Jeff.
That's just like all lawyers, whoever can kiss the judge's shoe the best wins the case.
Well, to a point, there's a jury involved and evidence involved, and
Well,
and there's
without-
corrupt. Look at all of the judges that are overstepping their authority.
Yeah,
You know?
but
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
looking at
Dana.
it like this. I'm looking at it like this too. You've got plaintiff and a defendant going through picking out the jury. You know, do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? No, I can't stand him. Good. He's on the other one's side, you know, like that.
Oh, how long have you been down since your last appointment? I'm noticing a trend. Because you're supposed to take a year off. Supposed to. My son didn't have 2 months before he was out again.
Really?
Or not out, but deployed again. Yeah.
Is he Army?
Oh, I'm so used to the waving, but if you're not on vertical, you can't see me waving. I have to go like this.
Mm.
But it does look better on vertical over there.
Yeah.
I'm back for a month. They need me again.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what they told my son.
Y'all do the big screen like the vertical.
Do what?
You ought to fix your big screen like the vertical.
Well, I can't have both. It's either one or the other. And like if I do this, you see how it looks on the vertical over there? It's wee little pictures. So this way, it's a little bit easier for vertical to see. I mean, I think there's only like 9 or 10 people over there.
Well, believe it or not, on my cell phone, well, I'm not on the other channel either. So
Yeah, like the chat on my laptop shows a little cell phone next to the person.
Yeah, the title.
And the ones with the cell phone next to their names, I can't see them on my cell phone because my cell phone is not in the cell phone mode. It's in the regular mode.
that's the way mine is.
See, right here, you can, Grace is on the cell phone side.
Right.
See the little cell phone button next to the time? Yeah.
I see a wrench.
The last one I just got was from Ziggy. I'm on an iPad. And the one before that was Dana talking about the homeless population by the VA.
I had a lot of fun with that thumbnail.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad when you sit in front of the camera taking pictures of yourself so you can get, because I had to get the eyeballs from somebody else, but because I couldn't get my eyeballs that big.
Where'd you get them?
Well, believe it or not, I've got a website that you can get, you know, all kinds of different parts that you can morph into
Okay.
other parts.
Over that one.
I'm gonna say you could.
Well, it's with Photoshop. It's a Photoshop website. Like for my World of Warcraft, here, let me see if I can find the picture. I actually turned myself into a Drunai, which it's an alien person. Let me see if I can find the image. I just wasn't happy with the size. I look like a little short guy, but He's actually about 7, 8 feet tall, but dang it. I have to open it up. Open with share screen. Share? No, there it is. And is that easier? No.
I like that one.
Trying to find one that, dang it. Here.
Hey, you mommy.
Well, I guess that's
it.
there. Now, can you see the resemblance other than just a beard? I don't know. There, you can see my face.
I didn't know you had home.
I like that the staff he's holding there.
Yeah, that it was actually, I took the head off of this guy. Well, I replaced it with my head, and those ears are what's left of him. And I put a beard on him to cover up the cut marks in here.
Huh.
It took me about 2 hours to get it looking good.
He kind of looked like a human version of Krampus there.
Oh, well, now we're missing. Oh, there we go.
There we are. There you are.
I looked back up there and there's nobody here. Oh,
just Old Glory. That's all.
and then I made a troll hunter one, and also I've been doing the Minecraft ones and stuff like that.
I want one where I look like Merlin, the magician.
Gandalf.
That'll work.
I got to make one for Jeff. Jeff would have to send me his picture though.
How in the world would I? Oh. Let me wash my beard up. Right now, it looks like I've been playing with electricity.
Wow.
Well, I'm sure you guys know this, but and you know the Democrats would disagree with this because they would say it's the other way around, but there's more law-abiding citizens that carry.
I do agree.
Than there is the opposite.
Sure. Yep. It's good.
Yeah, he's got my email. He sends me emails all the time when he used to go live.
Yeah, I got all 5 of them.
People think I'm joking around when I tell them how many emails I got.
Oh, I'm sure. I believe you.
I got 2. Trying to get rid of 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only got 10 right now.
Is that all?
Yeah. Cause I had to add another one because of the Bushcrafty Cooks. I got the Bushcraft Show, Mr. Bushcrafty.
Grace, I'm going to say this right here. I got an idea. Minnesota is just Minneapolis, whichever one, is just getting fired up. There's going to be some stuff going on probably by the end of the month.
Well, and I don't want to say the word, what Trump wants to do to that state,
Yeah. All you gotta do is call Dylan.
And it was 92, wasn't it?
Wow.
When the last time president did that?
Invoked the
I
Yeah.
Black
think,
Act.
I think
Yeah.
Trump's giving them to February the 1st.
Oh, did he?
I thought he kind of backed off. That's what the news said today. He's like, I could do it, but maybe
Okay, what I heard.
maybe I'll wait and see. But that he
Yeah.
plays a game though. Trump plays a game.
I'm tired of hearing Jeff's favorite show trying to whine about the Venezuela thing. Why didn't he tell us he was going to do it?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to.
And
He's the
listen,
president.
how about the village idiot from Kenya? He killed more people with drone strikes, including Americans overseas. Where were all the Dems screaming bloody murder then? Oh no, they only do it for
be careful. Be careful. You don't want to.
I'm glad you stepped in.
You don't want to say too much against Jeff's show.
Jeff's show.
Yeah, that's his show. Jeff's the president of Whoopi Goldberg's.
That's the View. Yeah, that's where that phony MTJ, the blonde phony from Georgia.
Oh,
she ran right to that show, and look at what her wealth was, and then she's not going to retire until after, or maybe she already has, but she waited for the cutoff point so she could get her little 6-year pension.
Oh, what's her name up on that show? Got called out, I think, last week? Putting her down. And then the guy that was up there mentioned looking slobby, like Whoopi. And then Whoopi said, "We'll be right back."
Yeah, that's a clown show.
Yeah.
When it first came on, I watched a couple of shows of it. Okay, it was pretty decent, but now you could not pay me enough to watch it. Period.
Who wants to listen to Joy Behar run her chops for an hour? She's never mind.
What's the redheaded, the other one?
I was going to say it's like watching some of 101's lives when everybody's interrupting each other.
We need to do that again when he's up.
Fucking me myself, thanks. You're talking over each other. He's going to call me now. I don't sound like that.
I think he's texting more nowadays than ever.
Yeah. Is that what they're calling it now?
I don't know about they, but I know he is.
I don't know. I was going to say something, but yeah.
When's the last time you talked to him?
Go ahead.
Well, it depends.
I'm talking about on the phone. I ain't talking about.
Yeah. He usually, it depends if he's up late, then he'll call me because I'm always up.
Right.
So I think he already knows that. So I didn't wake you, did I? No.
It's been at least two weeks since I've talked to him.
I think a day or two before he actually went live. Not when he was supposed to go live, but he actually went live.
Matter of fact, I think that's when I talked to him.
Yeah, I think it was. Because I think he said he mentioned it to you or something like that.
Well, let's change the subject because we really don't want to get into
Yeah.
detail on here.
Yeah.
And you know, with me, I'll slip up and say something.
Whoops.
Yeah. So,
Now, Lake, she probably talks to them every day.
I'm on, if not every day, every other day. I just
Yeah.
about bet that one.
Yeah.
But now, Lake, she's got a lot going on too.
Yeah. But anyway, we got about 8 minutes. I'm gonna, because I still, after I get off of here, I have
You're
another
gaming,
live.
You're gaming, I know.
Yeah, I have another live to get to. And
Oh man.
last night sucked because I wanted to keep going, but the game was broken and the person I had to turn a quest in wasn't there. There was so many people waiting for him to show up. He finally showed up around 3:00 in the morning. Because I kept getting on, I'm like, and he's not there, and I'm like, oh man. And then
You
about
got
3:00.
about your gaming channel.
Huh?
I said, you got to be talking about your gaming channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you heard what's going on in South Carolina with the water down there? With the brown water?
Blue water?
Yeah.
A little bit. I keep getting like four or five different stories, so.
I'll tell you a little bit in the back room. This ain't something I want to bring up, really. I know I mentioned it, so I shouldn't have said nothing. But I'll bring it up to you in the back there.
Yeah, well, there's some wonkiness going on.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this. There is good IC people and there are bad IC people. The bad IC people don't work for the government. There is another organizations that saying they're IC, if you get my drift, and they're going after people that are citizens that look a certain way to show badness on what is actually going on. If you understand what I'm meaning.
They're professional agitators.
Let me see if I can find her. She just came back. She was telling me about something, and I don't know if she gets into it all the way in her video because I didn't watch it all. Let me get, and you guys can go check out the video. I didn't post it, but and again, you have to read between the lines because if you say too much, it's bad.
Oh, her.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, and well, a few days ago, but asking me about people showing up because she was born here. She just looks like she has a tan to me. I mean, she doesn't look like one way or another, but been having people call saying they are certain IC people, but they're not. they have no authority or anything like that. And people are coming up missing. So you just watch it and kind of get the gist of it. And she's single mother, taking care of her kids and stuff, and it's scary.
That ain't who I thought it was.
She hasn't been. That's the first she had another video a week or so ago, but she just started coming back because she's getting worried about stuff that's going on around that area.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
What state?
Oklahoma. But anyways, I'm going to jump off of here. Let me go ahead. If you guys want to join in, most of the time they go crazy in chat and don't even pay attention to me gaming. Or they pick on Eric all the time.
Who might you be talking about?
It's even worse when Lake gets in there too.
Oh, she's funny. Nah, they won't pick on me. They'll wait till tomorrow.
The hell did I just do?
Liar, we pay attention. Dana B. That's good.
But now I have to figure out how in the heck I'm going to stop the live when it's not even started on my side. Let me see if I can open another page.
Huh.
Oh, man, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, really.
959. Do you know where you're going tonight?
It's 10 o'clock. Where is your children?
Oh crap! I can't go on that one either. How do I end it?
Hit the red button.
There is no red button.
They took that away too.
Well, it's not technically live. That's the thing. I don't know how to stop it because it's not live yet.
Just log
If
out.
I leave studio,
Leave studio.
Charles, you had one
it'll
job.
still keep going. Watch. I'll go ahead and leave and then come back. Let me get the link first. So.
All right, welcome
hey,
to the
long
Avatar
time.
and Jeff Bear show. How are you folks
Long
doing?
time no see, Eric. Glad to have you up here.
We're here to discuss camping and other things, and
Vision.
hopefully you'll all join in. And, oh, he's back.
It still says that it's the same thing. How the heck am I going to close it?
You're not. You're stuck in YouTube world forever.
Maybe if I enter studio this way. Probably not. I don't know.
Well, if we all disappear, we know you ended it. Unplug it.
Well, here I know I'm going to go live. Let me turn the intro off so you don't have to see the intro.
That's got to be a glitch somewhere in the software because it says you're in.
Okay,
Streams
there
live.
that worked. We just started. We just went
Okay,
live.
so we got another 2 hours to go now. Hi, Dana B Charming, Grace. Good to see you. We just started, so buckle up. Mary.
There's probably 4 lives now. No, it's just the 2 now. Okay. Oh well. Anyways, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
This is shortest stream. It's 38 seconds and counting. Okay, this is a record. Okay.
Everybody have a good day. And good night. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Thank you. YouTube, don't copyright this. I made it.